This is Professor Joe, your education advocate. Let me talk about another Greek philosopher, Aristotle. Aristotle was born in Stagira, Greece, in 384 BCE and died in 322 BCE. His father, Nicomachus, was a physician to the king of Macedonia, and his mother was of a wealthy family, and he enjoyed the company of the rich and powerful. Unlike his forerunners, Socrates and Plato, Aristotle was fond of luxury. He dressed in rich robes and adorned himself with expensive jewelry. He was sent at 17 to Athens, where he studied in Plato's academy for 20 years until Plato's death. He joined a philosophical circle in Assos in Asia Minor and met other scientists with similar interest in natural science. He was then considered the father of biology. In 343 BCE, at the request of King Philip of Macedonia, Aristotle became his son Alexander's tutor. Aristotle founded his school, the Lyceum, with anti Macedonian feelings running high in Athens. Aristotle retired to his mother's birthplace. He died there in 322 BCE. Aristotle managed both Plato's academy and the Lyceum. The schools enrolled as many as 2,000 students within 25 years of his charge. Most of the instruction was informal. Students created rules and ate their meals in common with the teacher. He used a more descriptive approach to teaching than the dialectic method, like the Socratic method. The teaching approach was peripatetic, which means, for the Greeks, walking around, because the students and the teacher would walk around as they teach and present a lesson. He married Pythias, the adopted daughter of his friend Hermias, the ruler of Atarneus, a wealthy banker and an owner of mining property. Hermias gave his new son in law Aristotle, and among 800 talents, equivalent to $4 million in today's economy. The money was used to buy equipment for his school's scientific research. Aristotle's interest in philosophy ranged even wider than Plato's. Aristotle was passionate about the concrete, the physical, and all the senses can know. Plato was interested in mathematics, while Aristotle was interested in biology. Plato prefers the truths about the aspects of reality that are unchanging, perfect, but lifeless. Aristotle prefers truths about the aspects of reality that are imperfect and changing, but living. He was known for his work in logic, the organon, with the rules of rational thinking. Aristotle was also interested in his work on ethics, which was dedicated to his father, the Nicomachean ethics. In such ethical theory, Aristotle believed that habituation or repeated practice of good actions develops a habit, thus turning good habits into virtues. What is truly real is the central question of metaphysics. His teacher Plato taught him about the ideal world as an aspect of actual reality. He criticized Plato's conception of the theory of form by saying that his teacher, Plato, had added a new philosophical problem that needed a new resolution. Second, Plato's form cannot explain the concept of change, which is the essential nature of the world around us. Aristotle loves change, for he has been exposed to biology and cannot find this element in the theory of form. For him, such a conception of his teacher Plato was an error of the mind. Aristotle then developed his metaphysics from the perspective of changeable reality. He called it substance or finite existence. A substance is a finite reality with a composition of matter and form. The matter serves as the principle of existence, and the form is the essential nature, the principle of distinction, called essence. Both Aristotle and Plato disagreed on the location where the form is located. Plato's form is found in the world of ideas, the unchanging perfect reality. However, Aristotle conceived the form in its substance, in the changing and imperfection of a thing, as its central defining characteristic. Aristotle's realism makes him a down to earth philosopher. Everything that exists needs reasons, away from Plato's conception of the original idea in the form. Aristotle argued that the thing that exists right now can be understood by why it is happening. First, the material cause. It is the material reason that causes a thing to exist. Second, the efficient cause is the agent initiating a thing to exist as its creator or maker. Third, the formal cause, the essential design or the grand plan. Lastly, the final cause is the inherent purpose of a thing. What is the thing for, or what is its purpose? Do you like Aristotle? Aristotle is very realistic. Here are my takeaways. First, Aristotle loves what is changing and what is living. Our life is constantly changing, which is the reality of life. Second, Aristotle provides us with a practical guide to creating something by developing a plan with the purpose, having the right people to do it. Use the materials at their best. Thanks for watching. Remember to follow, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.